And now, please rise for the pledge.
Oh my gosh, Miss Mock, what are you doing?
Hey, Sarah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What are you doing here?
So I'm actually just sharpening my saw right now.
Okay, can you tell me about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So as a school counselor, it's so important to take care of myself so I can support my students. So actually, I'm just on the elliptical right now. It's how I like to de-stress and take care of myself.
That's a phenomenal way because it can aid your mental health and your physical health, all while benefiting you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually, all of us counselors, we have our own ways of sharpening our saw. Do you want to go see what they're up to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's find Mr. Lyons.
Let's find Mr. Lyons.
We came outside. Outside normally helps.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh, here he comes. Mr. Lyons!
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
What are you doing out here?
Just going out for a run, you know, trying to clear my head, practice sharpening my saw a little bit, you know, some of that lingo from Leader and Me.
Yeah. What about else being outside, like the sun and everything? Does that help you?
Yeah, you know, vitamin D is good for me.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. Just kind of getting away from some of the stress of life.
Behind the desk.
yeah, clearing my head a little bit and just getting some physical exercise. That's good for you too.
That's awesome.
Kind of take care of a lot of different parts, physical, mental, some emotional things I get to process through. I'm out running.
That's
it's a good,
great.
Healthy outlet for stress. Yeah.
All right, well, we found you guys. Do you guys know where Mr. Barton would be?
Probably on the golf course.
On the golf course?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we should go find him.
We should.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys. Guys, look, it's Mr. Barton.
Hey, there he is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Wow, hey, how you doing?
Mr. Barton, what are you doing out here?
Working on my swing, just kind of enjoy the air, just kind of enjoying the day, and just filling up my bucket, sharpening my saw, I guess you could say, as well.
That's awesome. And how does the sun and everything else help you?
Oh, it makes me feel great, makes you feel alive.
Yeah.
Rather than sitting inside, and you get outside and you see your friends and compete a little bit, yeah, it's a good time.
That's awesome. Well, how can students at West York help fill their bucket and do things like that?
I think the best thing to do would be come down. You can always see us, but talk to an adult. Just have somebody else to talk to.
Awesome.
Find that time with your friends.
Awesome.
Just do something for you.
Awesome. Well, can we take a little trip to where you guys work to fill other people's buckets?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's go. All right. So we're here in the counseling center now. This is your guys' home. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Absolutely. So, you know, we talked a little bit about how we sharpen our saw. You know, for students, if you need support with sharpening your saw, you're welcome here. We're in the lobby each morning. Feel free to stop on by, or you can schedule an appointment with us or email us to meet with us.
Yeah.
So today we talked a lot about how the three of us take care of ourselves. But Sarah, how do you take care of yourself?
So taking care of myself mentally and physically is something that means the world to me. One of them is coming to visit you guys actually and speaking up and using my voice for good and to also recognize my, not weaknesses, but the hardships that I have as everyone has them. I actually am a very physical person too. Like I will be in the gym lifting weights. Traveling and art means a lot to me too. But just getting out of my space and just being present in the world around me instead of in my head helps me a lot. And then we do want to shout out our cameraman, Lane. Hello, Lane.
Hello.
All right.
How do you sharpen your saw, Lane?
Actually, helping people just like today, recording and editing sharpens my saw. It gets me out of a bad mood and it brightens my day.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, and one last thing just to kind of leave you guys with, you know, whatever like we talked about or what we all do now for sharpening our own saws and kind of taking care of our mental needs, our spiritual needs, our emotional needs, physical needs even. But it's really important to find that thing that works for you, that healthy coping strategy of your own to deal with those everyday stressors, because you got to leave room in your bucket for those crisis stress events that happen throughout life. And if your bucket's full of everyday stress, there's no room to handle it, and that's when things really become stressful for you. So figure out that thing that you do, and you know, or things plural that you do to be healthy outlets for stress.
Thank you guys for everything and giving us your input, and we hope all of you have a great day and take the time for yourself and your saw on Hope Day, which is May 9th.
Hi, I'm Mr. Paterno. If you don't know me, I teach English here. I wanted to just talk for a little bit about my personal story as I thought it would relate to Hope Day and maybe just kind of encourage some of you. So as a child, I grew up in what most people would call a broken home. My parents were divorced when I was very young and split, and then just, eventually remarried to other people. And so my life had a lot of kind of just chaos and a lot of things going on. For most of my childhood and upbringing, I would probably define it as an atmosphere of things like fear and anger and confusion and things. And it got to a point after such a long time where it was affecting both my mental and my physical health. And this persisted into adulthood for me, even after, obviously, now I don't live at my childhood home anymore. But it's been so persistent that there are things that I would carry with me, so to speak, mentally and physically because of those things that I experienced. So much so to the point where I had eventually had a diagnosis from a doctor of anxiety, of even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. So I came to understand that there were things that I needed to do on a daily basis to basically take care of myself and work on myself and improve my mental and my physical health. One of the things I wanted to mention that is most important just for me personally, even though my childhood was so crazy, my mom always made sure to take us to church when we were kids, like on a weekly basis. And that was always important for me. It became an important part of who I am as a person, and it just helps keep something positive in my life. I also wouldn't be able to get through and do what I do every day without the people that are so important to me. My wife, my family, both blood family and what I like to call my found family, my friends, and the community of support that are incredibly helpful. A lot of the basic things that I'm sure most of you have heard, things like taking care of your physical health, like diet and exercise, music, exercise, those are all really great and helpful for me. But a lot of people don't know that, I also take medicine to help me with managing my physical symptoms, and that was done with the advice of the doctor. And then we manage, how does that work? How does that help me? And what's the best thing for me personally? It's not always the best for other people. I also see a counselor a couple times a month to talk about different things and to try to grow and improve. The biggest thing that I want to leave everyone with is whatever diagnosis or whatever situation you may or may not have isn't who you are. It doesn't define you. So I try to tell myself, I am not anxious or I am not PTSD or whatever else. These are things that I have, that I manage, that I grow from. I just wanted to leave you with, this positive note. If you ever feel like you're going through something, right, it may not always be obvious for someone like me to just talk to me or look at me, but other people are going through a lot of similar things too. So don't be afraid to ask for help. You're not alone. Speak up and ask for help, and people will be there for you. Let someone know if you're struggling, if you ever need help. Thank you.
Have a great day, West York.